What is the most impactful piece of writing that you have ever read? Maybe not in the sense of what your favorite piece of writing is, but more in the sense of which comes up for you the most and informs your life day to day. For me, that piece of writing is the short story, The Ones Who Walk Away from Omelas by author Ursula K. Le Guin. Also, side note, when I read this for school, we were pronouncing it Omelas, but looking online, it seems to be Omelas. Correct me if I'm wrong. Published in 1973, The Ones Who Walk Away from Omelas won the Hugo Award for Best Short Story in 1974. In the story, we enter the city of Omelas, which is described as having a splendid festival-like atmosphere. Omelas is a utopian city with no kings, no slaves, and wherein everybody is truly happy. The catch is that this paradise is dependent on one thing: the perpetual misery and unhappiness of one chained-up child who lives in a basement under the city in total darkness. Without this child's misery, the city cannot exist as a paradise. The story concludes by telling us that upon learning of the existence of this child, some people choose to stay in Omelas and others choose to leave. When I first read this story, I actually didn't like it. I found it oversimple and a little bit preachy. I was 15. Now, as an adult, I realize that the premise is actually deliberately and elegantly simple. As I've lived my life, I find that the basic moral question at the center of this story weaves its way into my decision-making constantly, almost daily. The question of whether someone has suffered for my pleasure or convenience, and whether I accept that, is at the core of an astounding number of decisions I make, especially as someone living in the US under capitalism. I think we all tell ourselves that we would be the ones to walk away. But there are quite a few instances in my life in which I've had to grapple with the fact that I am not that person. Just the fact that I'm filming this on an iPhone means that I have accepted exploitation for my own convenience. But there have also been other major life decisions that have been informed by the desire to walk away from suffering. The first that comes to mind is my decision to not eat meat, for example. Because these types of decisions come up so often, The Ones Who Walk Away from Omelas is without a doubt the piece of writing that I think about the most. It appears in my mind as a little moral nudge whenever I have a moral decision to make. It just makes me think about how it's amazing that such a short piece of writing has had such a profound impact on me. And if you have a piece of writing that has had the same impact on you, I would love to hear about it.